It's not that show.
New York classic slice, melty gooey mozzarella. Crispy dough tomato. Who's the best? He's gonna tell ya.
New York City's known for a lot of things, but today we're looking at the New York slice. This is what I'm looking for in a good New York slice. It's gotta be a triangle and it's gotta be served by the slice. No hole pies. The perfect sliced dough, super crispy on the bottom, little bit of air bubbles, nothing crazy fluffy. For the sauce, I want it to be simple and not too sweet. Gotta be really tomatoey. Cheese-wise, I want low moisture mozzarella, none of the fresh stuff. I'm gonna do everything I can to hit all 5 boroughs and find the best. We've done these episodes in one day before. We might take a little more time with this since there's so many slices to get through. I live here. I have time to do this. We're gonna do it right. First slice of the day, Donabella Pizzeria. And I got 2 slices because we're starting with a very special guest, Claire Savitz.
Do you do the assist with the paper plate?
I'm like you have to take it off the plate.
Really? I'm gonna be like a child.
Wait. Everything's like a little baseline. Like nothing stands out.
Yeah.
A little too sweet. I want a little more salt. The crust is chewy, but not in the right way.
The crust is kind of sweet too. It's weird. Everything's a little sweet.
Donabella, this is the tad too sweet slice.
There you go.
There you go.
That was nice enough.
That was nice, right?
That was fair. You just asked 2 people to look at each other for an unnaturally long time.
Quick break from Manhattan. We're out here on Staten Island. Took the ferry over. Very nice, very lovely. It's a whole new world out here. Another plain slice. Right here, Joan Pats. Sauce flavor's good. Cheese good, but there's just like, for how thin it is, there's a lot of sauce going on. Joan Pats. This is the bus stop slice. Maybe you took the bus to get out here. Grab one of these while you're waiting. We're in the Lower East Side. We're eating Skaars Pizza. And by we, I mean me and Christina Che. What makes a good New York slice a good New York slice?
I want, like, the majority of my pizza to be bread. Like, I want to be asleep by the time I'm done. That's just me.
Mm-hmm. First thing, what do you notice?
Delicious cracker-like crust.
This crust is the perfect combination of being hard cooked on the bottom, but on the top there's that chewy layer. The sauce is amazing, right? Super simple. You can tell they don't add any other sugar. Skaars, I'm a fan. Great cheese to sauce ratio, crispy and chewy crust, the right amount of grease, right amount of seasoning. This is the pizza lover's slice. Williamsburg Pizza. Not in Williamsburg. Lower East Side on Broome and Allen. Ratio's looking good. The flavor in the sauce is really nice. You get that tomatoey flavor that's actually cooked, not like it just plopped out of the can. You might want a tiny bit more color on the top of the pizza just to get a little variety and texture, but the dough underneath, perfect. This, it's in the Lower East Side. It's in Williamsburg. This is a dependable slice. You can get it in a couple boroughs, and it's not gonna let you down. It's a scene over there. We're at Prince Street Pizza in Nolita. Another plain slice. Bon Appétit. Kind of what I expected. A lot of cheese, a lot of sauce. Too much so. Sauce has good flavor, but it gets lost in this crazy thick layer of cheese. Everybody goes to Prince Street. It's kind of one of those New York spots that's an institution. And the Sicilian slices are what make it an institution. But like I said, plain triangles only here. The Prince Street slice, it's the I wish it was a Sicilian slice. We're in the East Village. We're on St. Mark's. We're gonna take a look at a New York staple, the dollar slice. They have tons of locations around the city, and this is what fuels the late night fire. It tastes like it's a dollar slice. It's aggressively salty, but the number one fault here is that the dough is just a little undercooked. 2 bros, this is the intern slice. Gets the job done, and you don't have to pay it much. All right, we're at Bleecker Street Pizza. It's been a while since we've had a guest reviewer, so I'd like to welcome Andy Barragán.
Hey guys.
Nice crisp on the bottom. A little crispy, a little chewy.
A little chewy. Sauce has good acidity. don't forget about the sauce. 'Cause a lot of people skip the sauce. They might use the jarred stuff.
Too sweet.
Too sweet, too garlicky, too much oregano. It just needs to be up just like a pure tomato flavor.
Crust, definitely crispy.
Pretty good.
Quite good, yeah. Bleecker Street Pizza. This is the 10 to 10 slice. 10 p.m. or 10 a.m. This is the slice. Joe's Pizza on Carmine. This is kind of the big deal slice. This is what everyone talks about when they talk about a New York slice. This is the perfect amount of crispy and chewy. The sauce and the cheese are just barely on there. It's a thin layer, but the ratio is perfect. The tomato flavor is deep, salt's there, a little bit of garlic. This slice is the romantic slice. This is when you picture a piece of pizza in your brain from New York City. This is the romantic ideal. Also, it was in Spider-Man. We are in my least favorite place in New York, Penn Station. Slice is looking pretty good. Crust seems soft. Cheese to sauce ratio, maybe a little heavy on the cheese. Flavor of the sauce is great. Cheese is very well melted. Flavor-wise, this is solid, just a little bit undercooked. Don Pepe, this is the next please slice. Next please, next please, next please. They're cranking these out, churning and burning. We're in the Bronx, at Louie Internees. This is looking really good. Okay, this sauce and cheese is perfect. It's absolutely perfect. My only critique of this slice so far is that the crust is a tiny bit thin. Louie Internees, this is the home slice. Doesn't feel like we're in the city anymore. It feels like Louie or Ernie invited us over, came into the basement, had a pie waiting. I mean, you run out into the back patio. It feels like you're in someone's home. This, it's all about family. Upper West Side slice. We're at Sal and Carmine's Pizza, and according to the neon in the window, this should be crispy and large. Looks about the same size as usual, but let's see about the crispiness. There's a lot of cheese, but the crust still supports it. It's not overbearing, it's not too much. Not the crispiest slice that we've had, but the flavor here is pretty good. Right amount of salt, tiny bit of sweetness from the tomatoes, a little bit of garlic. I'm liking this slice. Good? Creepy. Sal and Carmine's, this is the roller rink slice. Makes me feel like I'm at a childhood friend's birthday party. Big old pie gets slapped down on the table, pull a slice off, super cheesy. This is nostalgic pizza. Last stop in Manhattan, the end of day one. We're in East Harlem at Patsys. And their slice is a little bit different from what we've been having today. This is like almost a cross between a New York slice and a Neapolitan slice. Flavor of the tomato is good. It's very, very baseline. It's almost like just tomato, not a lot of garlic, not a lot of salt, not a lot of fat from olive oil. This isn't number one. This isn't the New York slice I'm looking for. Still a good slice though. The vibe inside is classic. And I think this, the Patsys slice, this is the sit-down slice. I want to enjoy this inside. This isn't what I want to do, typical New York style. I don't want to eat this on the sidewalk. I'm going to sit down.
Where's that?
Like that guy said, Patsys, that's where it's at. I want to eat this inside. One day down, I am not feeling the best. I've eaten quite a bit of pizza today. As of right now, my top three, I think, are in no particular order: Skaars, Joe's, and Sal and Carmine's. New borough alert. First slice of day two, right near JFK Airport. We're out here in Queens, but everyone was saying this is a slice I needed to try. We're gonna try it. Really well seasoned. The cheese has like the right amount of salt going on. Same with the sauce. Not too much sauce, not too much cheese. It's kind of like the perfect ratio on top of this crust, which has some really nice color on it. It's chewy and crispy. If every slice I have today is gonna be like this one, we're in for a good day. New Park Pizza, this is the vacation slice. You're out here to be at the airport and get out of here, or you're at the Rockaways, the beach, which New York has. You're feeling good, vacation vibes are here. We're in Brooklyn, and we're at L&B Spumoni Gardens. This slice, in the sauce, you can tell there's oregano going on. This is like super herbal. We haven't had a slice that's this herbal so far, which I do like, but the dough is just a little undercooked. I'm gonna call this right now. I don't think I'm looking at number one here. You look around, not a lot of people are going for the triangular plain slice. They're doing this, which is actually one of my favorite slices in New York. And I couldn't go here and not order one. This is just for me. We're here for this. It's called L&B Spumoni Gardens. This is the garden pie. Eat it outside, at the picnic table. Enjoy the day. Oh, hey, we're in Bensonhurst, Brooklyn, at Lennys Pizza. Good crisp on the bottom of it, a little bit chewy, but this is definitely cheese heavy. I'm not getting that nice back and forth between the cheese and the sauce. Not the best we've had so far. Lennys Pizza, this is the strut slice, easy to hold while you're cruising down the street. Plain slice at Ninos Pizza in Bay Ridge, Brooklyn. This is looking really good, fresh out of the oven. I'm ready to eat this thing. So this is an extremely balanced slice. Good ratio, good flavor in the cheese, just enough salt. Little air pockets in the dough. I might just want a little more color on this, but overall, this is a solid slice. Ninos, this is the neighborhood watch slice. I don't think we've been talked to, shouted at, questioned at all, really. But in Bay Ridge, everyone wants to talk. Everyone wants to tell you about this pizza. Neighborhood watch, going strong.
Enjoy.
Gotta respect the sign. You gotta respect that sign, because we're at Farah Pizza in Brooklyn. I'm done waiting, I'm gonna eat this. Cheese to sauce ratio, perfect. Color on the cheese, awesome. There's a nice crispness on the bottom. We waited close to an hour to get this slice of pizza. Is it worth it? Sure. But this isn't a New York slice. I'm not in and out. I'm not paying $2.50. This is $5. Farah Pizza, this is the time to kill slice. You better find something to do while you're waiting. We're in Park Slope, Brooklyn, at Smiling Pizza. There's a lot of cheese on this slice. Crust isn't quite as crispy as I want it to be. The vibe in there kind of reminded me of like when I was a kid, and if you won or you lost the championship, you'd go get pizza to celebrate regardless. This is the nostalgia slice. Wooden booths, neon signs, friendly guy serving you pizza, smiling. Nostalgia slice. We're on Havemeyer Street in Williamsburg at Best Pizza. And I've got a bud with me. This is my friend Anthony Falco. You might recognize him as the former pizza czar at Roberta's, and now probably has the coolest job title of all time, International Pizza Consultant.
That's it. That's my job. That's literally what I do. There's no tomato paste in there. There's no sugar in there. I mean, the sweetness is coming from the quality of the tomatoes. The basil on top is just a touch of class, you know?
I mean, I'm right there with Anthony. This is a fantastic slice.
I mean, they call it best pizza for a reason.
There you go.
It's really delicious. And I eat a lot of pizza. Like, when it's really full tilt, like top level, that's the full Mamma Mia.
The full Mamma Mia.
Yeah.
Best pizza, the Mamma Mia slice. Another Williamsburg slice. We're at L'Industrie. This crust looks absolutely amazing. Oh yeah. L'Industrie. There's acidity happening in the sauce. It's not overly sweet. The crust follows suit. It's awesome. It's chewy and crispy. This is a crazy good slice, but that cheese on top, I wish it wasn't there. L'Industrie, this is the Brando slice. Could have been a contender. Could have been somebody. All right, we are on the always busy Bedford Ave in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, and we are at Vinnys. Bottom, want a little more color in there. It's like almost crispy enough. The sauce has nice flavor to it. The cheese, it like dominates this slice though. It's very cheesy. Not a bad slice though. Vinnys Pizza, this is the pop culture slice. Everything going on in there, things you know, things you've seen. You know this slice, the pop culture slice. Astoria, Queens at Rosarios. That's like a legitimate Italian deli. Rosarios uses mozzarella that they make in-house, and I can see through the cheese. There's plenty of sauce coverage. This cheese is great. You get that cheesy, milky mozzarella flavor. It's not the low moisture mozzarella, that extra moisture from the cheese, it dilutes the sauce a little bit. Rosarios, this is the pantry slice. You walk in, you get your pasta, your canned tuna, your roasted red peppers. You're stocking up the pantry, but you're not leaving without a slice. Another Brooklyn slice at Luigis. The vibe in there is awesome. It's super old school, right out of the 70s. It's killer. This is extremely well seasoned. Sauce, not overly sweet, just a little bit. You get a nice tomato flavor. The cheese layer is thin and it's crispy. Across the board, this is a really good slice. My only critique of this is that the crust itself is a little bit wide. Luigis, this is the Broadway slice. We're not on Broadway, but it's a classic New York slice. And when you see those lights, there's no way you're not stopping. And now the moment you've all been waiting for, me standing barefoot in the sand, Empire State Building behind me, about to tell you what the 3 best New York slices are. At number 3, in Williamsburg, Brooklyn, Best Pizza. Elevated ingredients across the board, but respect to the classic New York slice. Number 2, all the way out near JFK, in Queens, New Park Pizza. Everything about that slice was awesome. Whoa. Dough was perfect, crust was perfect, cheese to sauce ratio, killer. Love that slice. So what's the best plain slice in New York? Skaars Pizza on the Lower East Side of Manhattan. Everything about that slice, the sauce, the cheese, the crust, the flavor throughout, spot on. And the vibe inside that place, I want to hang out there all day, all night, wake up the next morning and come back. But these were my spots. If I didn't make it to a spot that you thought should have been on this list, your favorite, I want to hear about it. Let me know in the comments below. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks to New York for serving up slices all day. I'm Alex Delany. Bon Appetit.